Alright, video students, here to show you how to create titles for your 8-shot video project and for other projects as we go on through the semester. So what you're going to do is you should already have your clips in the timeline. I'm going to import mine right there. So this is my full movie that I created. Alright, so there could be several different shots here. But what I want to do is I want to put titles at the beginning of each new shot. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag at the bottom down here just so I could make my timeline a little bit more precise. And what I could do on the side right here is I could actually hover over the video track and scroll up to make it up a little bit bigger. So now let's say I want to create a title at the beginning of this next shot coming up. Okay, so here it is right here. There's a transition. Remember, if you use your left or right arrow key, you can get into frames. So I want to just skip from frame to frame. So I know that this is where the transition is. So to create a new title, I'm going to click on Command T, and that's going to bring up the new title window. I'm going to name this Grandma. And I'm going to push OK or Enter. And so now, like we talked about last week, what's in the title window corresponds with what's on the timeline. So if I move the timeline a little bit, it will move what's in the title window. So I don't really have to worry about that too much right now. What I'm going to put is I'm going to put medium shot, and that's going to be my title for this. I'm going to bring it over to the corner so it doesn't get in the way, and I'm going to use these lines as a guide so that it doesn't bleed off the screen. Now once I've done that, if I want to keep that font, if I want to keep that size, which I do, that's great. If I don't, I can come over here and actually change the size of the font. You can click on this 100 and you can just scale it down. I'm just clicking and dragging to my left or to my right to make it bigger. So let's just say I'm going to keep it at 100, and then I'm going to X out of this. Now my medium shot title is now here in my project window. So I'm going to click and drag it over to my video timeline, and you see it's over. Now remember that the default time for title or stills is 5 seconds. So I want to make it shorter than that. Remember, we want to stick to between 2 and 3 seconds. For a title, I would say 2 seconds is probably good. So I can do this two different ways. One is I can go to the end of the title, click it, and drag it, and you could see that the duration box pops up. It will actually tell me how long the title is. So right there, it's 2 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna keep it at 2 seconds, and now I'm gonna drag it to the middle so that it pops up towards the end of one shot and starts goes over the entire transition. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Now another way I could do it is I can get to the beginning of the shot, and I can actually drag the title to the beginning, and that way when the next shot hits, my title is there. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's how you create a title. We want a title in front of each new shot for your 8-shot project.